Hey, hey, ooh, having a good night. How are y'all? The zero of you that are currently watching. I know in the future, some of these might be viewed so you can see the path of winding from zero to hopefully we'll see a hero kind of situation in the gig. And that's what we all wish, all of us musicians who have talent. But I don't know. Is it possible for me to sustain myself comfortably and a family, hopefully, on my music? Well, we're trying. I'm trying. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So yeah. Let's see. I had this song called it was about the 90s and how it was the 90s were the best decade. Kind of a nostalgia, but there are levels that you can go higher than nostalgia for that, for that hit kind of thing. I'm not really one for looking back because I see history more as a lesson than an opportunity to dwell on anything. Unless you had a really good moment, you talk about it. Yeah, cool. But you can talk about that moment and feel about that moment and be like, that was a moment. What more can you do with that? Well, you can be like, well, let's create something like that, but better, And then there are different avenues, different roads, different streams you can take to get even better than what you could have already decided was cool in the first place. You know what I mean? So with that kind of ascension mindset in mind, so it goes. Yeah, I mean, it's not a melody I've heard really that before that much, and it's got kind of a high vibrational. Boop, boop, doo, 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 doo. Hey, got da 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 Hey, you gotta know what me. Yeah, on the F, the let's see, the flat 7. The flat 7 is it's a good springboard onto what I got goes. We come back upon the heart who listen, holding space while you make a way. When you sit down and splash around and you start fishing, I hope you find what will make you stay. Ooh, the cold breath in your chest and made her pound. It made your heart start pounding. Dun, 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 dun. Why is my cello always going out of tune? Cherry, baby. So yeah. down a little bit on the D. Mm. Okay, so how are we going to make the flow of this song? See, I feel there are like 7 elements to a song, and I haven't figured out what those elements are. See, I figured out the elements for writing. You got fire for prose, poetry sounding words, and then you got water for storyline, or how each paragraph kind of flows into each other. And then you have earth, which is the setting, the descriptions of all that is going on in the 3D, including the people. And then you have air, which is the dialogue, what people are talking about. And then you have plasma, which is the surprise element. It could be humor, it could be something meta, breaking the fourth wall, what have you. I don't know, just something surprising. Just that's je ne sais quoi, so to speak, the X factor. But as far as songwriting goes, is a bit more complicated. Yeah, and I'm not just talking about the arrangement, because that's a whole other ball game with 10 different elements. I can imagine. I bet, you know. But yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of intuiting this. I feel like there's 5 elements to fiction writing, and then there's 7 elements to songwriting, and there's 10 elements to arranging. Which can't wait to unpack those. I know it's somewhere down there. But yeah, you know, how because the chorus goes back the part in my heart and listen, holding space while you make a way. When you sit down and splash around in your starvation, I hope you find what will make you stay. And with a cold breath in your chest and make your heart pound, start pounding. The cold breath in your chest and make your heart start pounding. Something like that. We will see. So the story is basically there is I can envision like a cave. Your heart cave has like a pond in it. You know, it's a shallow pond. If it's too deep, you know, if you just add too much depth to it, you know, it's not optimal for people to swim in. Now, what does that allegory mean? Well, let's unpack it for a little bit. Depth means importance. You know, things that you just really, really, really hold dear. And let's say, you know, for an instance, if you have a light heart, you know, you just kind of hold life and everything that you're given with open hands, as the Buddha would say, like an empty mind, open heart, you know, and you just the attachments that you have to any given sector of your experience it doesn't hit as hard, and you're not like as neurotic about it. Yeah, this neurosis can happen if you just dig, and you keep using your thoughts and using your thoughts as attachment shovels, being like, oh my god, I'm gonna really be upset if they do this to me, or oh my god, they did that to me and that makes me feel terrible, and blah, 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 blah. I used to have a pretty deep heart cave there. Back in 2024, I was fighting inner light, so to speak. We're not gonna be looking back, but shooting forward, be like, okay, I paved the bottom a little bit, and now I have like a nice pool, so to speak, so people can splash around. They don't have to, they don't have to tread water or swim constantly to be there. So that means you can kind of hold people in your heart cave, in your heart pond, for a lot longer. However long they want to get. If they get little wrinkly in their fingers, that's that's kind of funny. You stayed around. Thanks for being all raisiny with me here. So holding space while you make a wave, and when you sit down and splash around and you start fishing, I hope you find what will make you stay. And the cold breath in your chest that made your heart start pounding. Made your heart. Cold breath in your chest and made the cold breath in your chest and made your heart start pounding. Yeah, that's cool. Gotta go down to that note. Breath in your chest made your heart start pounding. Wish for, yeah. For you. Wish for you to find joy in the coloring, Cold breath in your chest and my heart start pounding. I wish for you to find. See, already find will make you say already said that. So what? So the cold breath on your chest made your heart start pounding. So there was. So what does that mean? Well, kind of a cold wind breath. So maybe we say we kind of like make the breath. So we said breath. Maybe the next phrase we can say wind. Wish for the wind to. Wish for the wind to take your breath away. Wish for the wind to take your breath away. So you already said breath. That's wind, but that could be pretty cool. So the cold breath in your chest and made your heart start pounding. I wish for the wind to take your breath away. So they got two breaths here, two breaths, the wind breath and your breath. Now, what synonyms can we find for breath? I'm going to look on thesaurus here. Synonyms for breath. Because we want to say breath, but we're not sure if that's, we just want to use the same exact word. 63? Okay. Gasp. So maybe synonym sigh, smell, whiff. Take your sigh away. So let's see. What are we? Sigh. That's cool. Let's see. I opened pages. I'm writing a lot of things. Wish for the wind to take your sigh away. Now that would be cool. To take your sigh away. Ooh, eye away. Ooh, that. I like that. So it goes. Cold breath in your chest and made heart start. Cold breath in your chest and made your heart start pounding. Wish for the wind to take you. Wish for the wind about to take your sigh away. Wish for the wind, I guess, to take your sigh away. So, the cold breath on your chest and made your heart start pounding. Wish for the wind, you got to take your sigh away. Windy gust, yes. To take your sigh away. Yeah. And yeah, I really honestly do feel that there is something spiritually healing to cold winds, to cold temperatures, even to some degree. Because people take cold showers and ice baths and things like that. It's therapeutic, yeah. And of course, yeah, like sometimes people are just locked inside in their little cocoon of comfort, and when you have that stasis of just kind of feeling you're most comfortable. I think biology and science, social science, would agree that if you don't have the different, um, if you stay in that warm water, so to speak, of comfort, it's easy to kind of get yourself to a boil, and that's when the frog dies. The parable of our soulish, heartish, uh, made into as something that is not ideal, basically. Yeah, I think I'm right there. You call my brother, you just made your heart stop pounding. Wish for the wind, you got to take your breath, sigh away. So it goes like, you come back. No, see, oh man, how do you come back on my heart? Come back, man. I have to listen to it again. See, this is a strange thing I experience with songs that are just very high vibrational, um, um, high vibrational. Let's see, where's my voice? Yeah, it just like I get so excited about it, and then like I don't. Empathical. What is this? Um, hmm. We come back, listen. There you go. We come back, depend on my heart, will listen. Holding space while you make a way. When you sit down and splash around, you start this vision. I hope you find what will make you stay. And the cold breath and chest made your heart start pounding. Reach for the wind, gust to take your breath away. Come on, mouth, come on, mouth, cup, some fun, some brownie. So, yeah. Reach for the rising gust and take your breath sigh away. Yeah, sigh away. Yeah, that's a good one. Ooh, should probably go check my beans. Need a little crusty beans there, but it's okay. So, oh my goodness, it's still beeping. Okay. You sideways, something about. Okay, so let's get this down. And then come breath in your chest and made your heart stop pounding. Reach for the wind and guts to take you sideways. Something open your mouth, put your life in breathing and breathing, evolving. Okay, so I wish for the windy gust to take your sigh away. That's good. Sigh away, away. I mean, that's high vibration. See that I away. It just brings it up. It just gives you that fire buzz that I keep looking for in my songs. Yes. Come back, Palomar, listen. Up in space while you make a way. When you sit down and splash around and start fishing, you find what will make you stay. Come breath you trust and make your heart stop pounding. Wish for the wind gust to take your breath away. Take your breath away. So, I think I'm going in for the kiss on this next line, which is great. Best. Probably best. Yes, best. Going in for the kiss. Take your sigh away. Put your mouth on my tongue and a gun. Put your tongue in my mouth. No. Put your mouth on my tongue. No. Put your mouth on my tongue. And call me. Put your mouth on my tongue and so call me. Calming. I wouldn't call it calming. I would call it buzz loud. Buzzing. Breath and chest and your heart start pounding. Wish for the one that goes to take your breath away. Take your sigh away. Put your mouth on my tongue. Let it run. Let it run. So mountains, so on the mountains. And so Alright, so pounding, let's see. Rhyme zone. Let's go to rhyme zone here. Yeah. Rhyme zone. .com. Okay, pounding. Okay, bounding, rounding, sounding, abounding, astounding, compounding, compound. I said pounding. Resounding. It's a little bit too on the nose. High sounding. Mountain. Surrounding. Put your mouth on my tongue, let it run, some mouth surrounding. And then mouth on my tongue, let it fall surrounding. Put your mouth on my tongue, let it run, fall surrounding. That's cool. Mouth on my tongue, let it run and fold. See, I want to see like a blanket. Let it cover. Mouth on my tongue, let it cover up, surrounding, cover around, surrounding. Mouth on my tongue, let it cover up, surrounding. Cover up, surrounding. That's good. I don't know. See, there is almost no such thing as absolute perfection. But there are levels of perfection. I mean, I don't know. No, there's some absolute, like Vanta black. The color. You can't get any more black than that. It's perfect black. Absolute black. Science might have found I saw that they used these glass mirrors that were the smoothest absolute surface almost imaginable. And so it takes a lot of science usually to get to absolute perfection. And I guess when you say like you get a vacuum, it's absolute perfection of lack of oxygen or anything. Perfect vacuum, that's absolute perfection. Yes. So yeah, there are some absolute perfection entities and the like that we have in our life. But yeah. Surround me. Put your mouth on my tongue, let it cover up, surround me. Ooh, surround me, yeah. Surround me with your tongue. Oh, that's another one. Put your mouth on my tongue, let it cover up, surround me. Cover up, cover all, surround me. Cover all, surround me. Yeah. Put your mouth on my tongue and then let your tongue go everywhere and let your tongue surround me. As if I'm like a little bean. It's a little comfortable little bean inside your tongue. That's cool. I would like to be a bean in her tongue. Yes, that is my ideal. Ideal bed. Yes, if I can make her tongue my bed, that would be ideal. That would be exceptionally ideal. Yes. Or no, I think ideal would be her vagina. Yes, if I could make a bed in her vagina, that would be totes goats. Yes, and I heard, hey, goat vagina is also pretty similar to human vagina. So goat vagina, not ideal, but goat vagina, on the spectrum of ideal, I'm sure. So yeah. Anyhow. Come breath in your chest and my hearts are pounding. Wish for the wind that gusts to take it sideways. Put your mouth on my tongue, let cover all surround me. Yes. Come on, surround me. Turn. Well, let's see. Where are we in terms of 30 minutes? Okay. Well, I think it can end here, because I'm getting like to the point where I'm just like trying to think too hard. I don't really want to think too hard about this song, I'm gonna go check my beans, be a little bean inside of her tongue soon. And yeah. Hope you all have a wonderful day. If you ever see this, I love you a lot. And have a good night.